Hi guys. So I have filmed a few like just random clips over the last few days, so this vlog's probably gonna be a little bit here, there, everywhere. I filmed a few different things over the last few days, but it's kind of like my start of the week today. It's Tuesday and I feel really disorientated because normally I work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but I had some plans that now aren't going ahead, so it's kind of like changed my schedule for this week.
I'm just gonna scooch in right here if you don't mind.
Excuse me. So yesterday was mine and Jamal's 2-year anniversary. Happy anniversary to us. Actually, you might be able to hear let me move. So we literally just got back probably like just over an hour ago. We had such a beautiful day and it went so quick and I'm really sad about it. We went out into Manchester for the day. He got us a spa day. I think it was at the Midland. We got to spend the day like at the pool and in the steam room and sauna, which was really nice. And then we had a treatment, which I have to say was probably the best treatment I've ever had at one of those places. I feel like when you go to a hotel or like a spa day, therapists are really scared to like go too hard, and I like a very firm massage. So I was like, yeah, you can be very firm. And she actually was great and it was so nice. I think I fell asleep for like 5 minutes just towards the end. I enjoyed it so much and it was such a relaxing day. And we had a lunch when we first got there, which was super nice as well. And then we actually had a bit of a rush. Once we finished, we had dinner reservations like an hour later, and we also hadn't checked into our hotel yet. So we had to rush over to our hotel, which was the Hilton, which I was so gassed about because obviously the Hilton's been a landmark for Manchester whilst I was growing up, and I've always wanted to stay there. I have been to the bar there before and I have been in the rooms there once before because my friend, I think, had her 21st birthday in town and we got ready there. That was actually where one of my really good friends told us that she was pregnant. So I always remember going there that time, but it was the first time that I stayed, and I'm so glad that the first time I stayed was with Jamal because it was just so magical. And I just love city views. Like, one of my favorite things in the entire world is being on a plane and coming to land at the night time and you just see all of the lights. I don't know why I love it, but it's just one of my favorite things in the entire world. So the fact that I got to sit and look at that all night was just so nice. We just left the curtains open whilst we chilled and watched TV, and yeah, it was beautiful. Anyway, I've kind of skipped forward a bit. We got there and I had like literally like 20 minutes to get ready, which is fine because I don't take that long to do my makeup anyway, but it was definitely a bit of a rush. We had dinner reservations at Tattoo. That was really nice. Cocktails, and had some great food. And then we were both I'm a grandma, I've said this many times, but Jamal was like, don't drink too much because you'll just fall asleep, and I was like, that's a very good point. He was like, no, obviously we can have as much as we want, but I didn't even really want to drink. I had one cocktail and that was literally it. I'd had a glass of champagne earlier in the day, but we went to Sainsbury's on the way back to the hotel and literally got a bottle of water and a sweet treat, and we got back to the hotel and we just chilled. We sat for like an hour before we went to sleep and just had a really beautiful playlist on. It's a collection of very chilled out healing songs, and we just sat and looked at the skyline. I don't know, we had the 3 new Deansgate block apartments right in front of where we were, and then this morning he went and got us coffees and breakfast and it was just super nice. Now I'm home and he's already gone off to work for the day, and I am staying out tonight because I'm babysitting my mum's cats. So I think we've been trying to contact you regarding just edging their way onto me. I have to get up and clean in a minute though, boo-boo. I have to get up in a minute and clean. Back to life, back to reality, but I'm just so grateful that we had the opportunity to do that last night because we were in lockdown for our last anniversary, so we just made it work at home, which was still really nice, but it was so nice to go out and just treat ourselves for the whole day. Currently I'm just cleaning and I am also learning Christmas songs. I sing with a choir and we have multiple gigs coming up at the end of this month and in December where I need to learn Christmas songs. Fun fact about me, hate Christmas songs. Hate them. Hate them. I have gotten away with being a professional musician, weddings, corporate events, functions for the last like 6 or 7 years, and I've never had to do Christmas songs. I don't know how I've got away with it. I've also gotten away with not singing Valerie until this year. Did very well. So I'm a bit gutted that I finally have to learn Christmas songs, but it is what it is. So I just have those on in the background, and I don't know what time it is right now. I think it's probably like 2 o'clock or something, maybe a little bit later. It's very dark today. I'm gonna go to my ballet class later on this evening. I guess I'll just take you along. I probably won't film any. It's kind of sad. I would love to be able to film a bit of my ballet class, even just for myself, so I can like look back, because I think things like that are really helpful to help you learn. But the classes are very busy and I would feel really uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable anyway, even if it was literally just me in the room, because it's been 10 years since I've danced, and I feel very, very like beginner level again, which is really sad, and I'm having to try really hard to not get disheartened, but I know it's just a learning curve. Yeah, so I'm just having to learn the way of a ballerina again.
You said that. You said to her, watch us on television. You watch the whole...
Kind of looks like it's bedtime, but it's actually 4:30 and it is so dark. I hate this time of year. I did all my cleaning. The house feels nice. I even did 2 loads of washing, so it feels really good. I'm having that absolute terrible thing, which I keep seeing loads of TikToks about at the minute though, where it is such a pain to dry our washing. It just takes so long. But yeah, I'm just having a little chill before I head out. I'm doing that thing where I'm like questioning, like, should I go, shouldn't I go?
Get the hell out!
But I know I'll feel good for going, and I know that I'll enjoy it. I think it's really easy to not do the things that you like. I don't want to say should, but you know, the things that we know are probably gonna give us a bit more joy, or even give us a bit of exercise, physical movement, let's say. Why is it so easy to just like be like, I'm not going to do that, I can't be bothered, or it's too much effort? I find it really strange that that is like so easy to do as humans. I've been doing it a lot more recently, where I haven't clocked that that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of questioning myself, whereas I know that it will make me feel better to just go and enjoy myself. I feel like it's going to be so weird, because where my ballet lesson is right around the corner from the Hilton Hotel, and I'm going to be staring at it like, oh my god, I stayed there last night. Hello, just got ready to head to ballet. I've just got some leggings on, some new leggings that I got for the gym the other day that have pockets in them. So handy when you're at the gym. Didn't realise, because I only just started going. I've got one of my English jumpers on, and I've just got a black sports bra on, which is the most protective one that I own. I feel like sports bras aren't ever that protective anymore. I kind of like the look of like this as well, like if it's tucked in a little bit at front. I'm not feeling like super bloated today, which is so nice, because normally I feel like a large mess. So, although I don't know what to do with my hair, because I really don't like it getting in my way when I'm dancing, and I also don't want to be like hitting people when I move around. That was so much. I'm so sorry. I've kind of left it to the point where I could potentially be a little bit late as well, so I actually need to hurry up. I am really glad that I've decided to go. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like I'm not gonna like this. Hi, Poopa. Hey, chunky monkey. No, I do not like this. No. My flyaways are a lot today, but it's just the way it's gonna have to be. I mean, it looks very messy, but that's probably gonna be the easiest thing for me today. I think I'll just keep it like this. Anyway, I need to hurry up because I'm gonna end up being late, so I'll see you guys soon.
My 4th trimester. I'm still not back to...
I have not long got back to my mum's. Ballet was really good. It was definitely difficult, but I challenged myself tonight and made sure that I was like really giving it some whilst I was there, because what's the point if I think the first few times I was going, I wasn't really giving it my all, and I want to make sure that I am giving it my all every time that I go. I'm gonna have some dinner, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna get into bed and watch Bake Off and just have a chilled evening. This dinner literally looks so good. Oh wow. Yeah, really good. All set for a chill evening. It's already like 9 o'clock, so it's relatively, it's not late, but you know what I mean. I'm basically ready for bed. I've eaten too fast and I am really full. But I hate leaving food, so I'm a bit like, But then I don't want to force it and then feel like really ill. But highly recommend those gnocchi. Highly recommend, really tasty. Love that you just fry them. It's easy and they taste really good, and I love like the crispiness on the outside. It's super nice. Highly recommend. Morning guys. I've literally not long surfaced. It is 10 AM and I don't really lie in that much anymore. I get up rather early for work, and even on my days off I do tend to get up around like 8ish. I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling a little bit heavy. It looks like a very average day. It looks a bit windy. It's probably cold because the temperature has really dropped. So I'm gonna get up now and make a cup of tea. I'm actually thinking that the reason why I maybe couldn't sleep last night was because I did have tea before I went to sleep. I didn't think it really like affected me in that way, but I didn't fall asleep until like gone 1 AM, which is really unlike me. So won't be doing that again. Normally if I'm at home I would have decaf, but didn't have any here, so I should have just really had like a herbal tea, but I really wanted like normal tea and cake. I'm gonna get up right now, go and feed the cats. I don't know where they are. They haven't been to visit me like all night. I'm gonna do a little bit of stretching with some YouTube on, and then I'm gonna start doing my taxes. I do really fancy like a smoothie or something, but I don't know if I really fancy like a shop bought one. I kind of fancy like a fresh one. Anyway, I'm trying to kind of like plan out my day a little bit as well, so I don't just kind of like don't have a structure and don't end up following anything. Also today is my best friend's birthday, so shout out Z, even though you don't watch YouTube. Happy 30th birthday. I feel like I want to set some time limits, maybe have like some breaks whilst I'm doing my taxes so it doesn't feel too taxing. See what I did there. I would like to go to the gym, trying to always avoid talking myself out of things, but yeah, we'll see how we get on today. Back from the shops. That was really expensive. I mean, I don't know why I thought it would be necessarily cheap because it was Sainsbury's, but like this little bag of shopping was like £15 and I'm well annoyed about it. But I got some protein wraps, an aubergine, an avocado, a pepper, some fresh basil, some Sabra hummus because it's the best hummus, a courgette, some black and white chickpeas, and I got like a smoothie juice thing, and I also got some cat food for my babies for when I get home.
Period of our lives, which thankfully we are now, you know, on the...
I feel like all I'm doing is sitting and eating in this video, and I'm really awful at rapping, so We'll see how this is. Pretty good. Okay, the sun is shining super hard, but second verdict, very, very good. Really, really tasty. Good evening, guys. It is quite a few days later than all the last footage that you've seen. However, I filmed quite a few clips on my phone and unfortunately they just weren't working. They were really overexposed and I honestly haven't had time to try and look to find out what the problem was. I did manage to kind of correct a couple of the clips, but it just looked not that great. So yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable or confident to put out clips and or content that I'm not super happy with. So sorry that the vlog stops kind of abruptly. It's the next week now and today is a day that comes around every year. I think it happens on maybe different days of the year, maybe not, I haven't really clocked, but Spotify basically release like a whole bunch of numbers for artists to go and to review, I guess, their year. How many streams you've had altogether, how many hours your music's been listened to, how many playlists your music has been added to, various different things. And I remember even from when I first started putting out music, which was like 2015, I was always pretty triggered by numbers because I just kind of didn't really get it. I think having grown up in a musical environment with my mum and all of the musicians and artists that used to come into the house and record and release music, I just never realised that that was a thing. I mean, technically it wasn't because streaming has only become a thing over the last few years since I've become an adult, really. So it's a whole new kind of experience and one that I didn't think I would be like triggered by in a negative way, but every time it comes around every year, it always just makes me feel really insecure and like not good enough, really. I actually put an Instagram post up this evening and it's had some really nice comments on there which have really made me feel a bit more uplifted. I didn't post it so that I could get that. I just kind of wanted to share my experience and I guess just shine a light on the fact that it's not all about numbers. And I don't really know what to say because basically it makes me feel like I'm not that good or I'm not good enough because I'm not getting thousands or millions of streams. And I know that that is not the be all and end all of music, but when every single person, pretty much, because obviously I follow a lot of musical people, they are my peers and they are my friends, so they're all posting and the majority of them are extremely high numbers, and you know, it can just be really disheartening basically. So I'm just feeling a little bit fragile today and not in the best mood. I was speaking to a really good friend and he was giving me some words of wisdom which was really, really nice. And like I said, some people commented some really nice stuff that I know to be true anyway, but it's hard when you're already just like in your own head about something. But yeah, I guess it's just that whole thing of social media, isn't it? Like for me, this is like, I don't even want to say it's a negative side of social media because I don't want to make it seem like I'm not celebrating people's wins. Like the wins that people are achieving is amazing and I do love to see that from my friends. Like I don't want to discredit that or them at all. It's just, you know, when you don't have like a similar thing to show, it just feels a little bit disheartening. So I just kind of like did my own take of, what's it called? It's called like Spotify Wrapped Up or something, and I just kind of posted a few videos and pictures and clips of things that I've achieved this year that I know are really, really great and are like pinpoints for my career and things that I'll remember. And I know that those things are more important than numbers. Yeah, I feel like I'm quite waffly with this subject because obviously it's something that, you know, affects me emotionally. I just thought I'd include this little bit because it's just real life, and you know, I do try to stick to music content with a little bit of like, you know, kind of just general lifestyle stuff as well. I'm sure everyone who is a creative or even not creative, just in general, goes through not feeling good enough and it just doesn't feel very nice. But I went for a swim, and I went to the steam room, which is like my favourite thing to do. I didn't even go to the gym, I just went straight for a swim and a steam. And I just got back and I'm really hungry and I can't bother to cook, but I have some leftover pasta from yesterday, so I'm gonna heat that up with some extra veggies and I'm gonna get a shower. I was potentially gonna try and be a little bit musical, but I don't think that's gonna happen now because it's 9 o'clock and I kind of just want to clock out. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you subscribed to my channel. I know this video was a little bit different, but if you like it, then please do give it a like. It really supports my channel and, you know, helps boost my videos if you guys leave comments and if you like it, or even if you like give it a little share in your group chat or something, you know what I'm saying. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.